Hello, hello. Okay, I will
We're
fix
here,
this
we're here.
camera in just a second. Why does this happen every time? I cannot figure it out. And I'm pressing the button.
Can they see us yet?
Yeah, everybody can
Oh,
see
oh.
us. Hello, everybody. Hi. So this is the computer screen, to be fair. This is what the computer screen looks like.
Oh, I see, I
But
see.
usually there's a button down here where I can change my camera. Uninstall virtual cam. What? Off.
Hang on, everybody.
Hold on. To be fair, this is exactly
How it opens every week.
how it opens
How
every
it, how
single
it,
week. But I'm usually
yeah.
good at switching between the cameras. Okay, well, we may have to do it here. Do we at least have good
Do we have good sound? I
good
guess that's
sound? That's the important thing. Oh yeah, thank you, thank you. I forgot. I'm not usually wearing these because of the lights. I'm going to figure this out.
He's determined.
Well, I gotta be. Okay, you start talking, everybody.
Well, hey.
Default scene show scenes window? Is that what it is?
We got my mother-in-law, Vicky. We got Chet. We got T.
Yeah, everybody check in, check
We
in, check in.
got
No, I need that.
Felicia. Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. Am I not? Oh, I didn't plug it in.
Oh,
That's why it's not working.
Cha. Well, at least we found the reason.
So everybody, this is really important. You got to plug this in.
Nice.
And I'm guessing that the sound is going to go away now.
You know, it'll be really nice someday when Part of Love really takes off.
Hello, everyone.
And we have someone else doing
Somebody
all
else
of
to
this
do
stuff,
all of this stuff.
and all we have to
Jesus.
do is just talk.
That would be so nice. Because this is for the birds.
No. You do an amazing job. You got a lot on your plate.
I think that is very sweet.
You were
of you.
editing until 3 minutes ago, and
I was.
You probably,
Editing Thursday's video, and today's a big day, y'all. Today is a big day for a lot of reasons. One of which we unintentionally wore matching outfits. Now we wear black around the house.
Right. I specifically
all
put
the time.
colors on for you guys.
Yes. Oh, that's the only reason.
Because when we're talking
Only
about love, I don't want you to think that we're just like
It's just
soul-sucking
soulless, of course, as with our
vampires.
black
Right.
mugs and our fucking
But this is our favorite color.
little crabby attitudes.
And we were like, which one of us is going to change? And we were like, let's
I was
just
like,
be
I'm not changing.
vampires today.
Let's just be vampires today. That's all I ever really, really want.
Right.
Is just to be vampires together with you. Hold on 1 second. I'm moving the mic.
We got a
so
whole
everybody
setup
can still
here.
hear, right?
I wish I could
Ooh.
show you guys this setup.
All right, check this out though. Ready?
Nice.
Then I'm gonna do this. Hold on.
Oh.
I swear this is so professional, right? Okay, so I bought something yesterday, and I told her about it. I didn't tell her that I bought it. I bought it.
Great.
That is going to be, we travel so much and we do so much of that we need something that's more mobile than this. And I will show you this setup one day. But this current setup
Maybe
is
I
a
should take an
fucking
Instagram story.
joke. Like it is a mess. There is so much going on here, which I am obviously very, very thankful for.
Right.
But like,
I'm going to take
you're
a
gonna have to take a video. All right, check this out later, y'all. I'm talking about this right now. But what is going on is we have the camera up here, we have the ring light, we have the microphone over here, we've got the computer on a stand, we've got the stream deck, and all of this is just there's no cable management. There's a whole thing. There's a whole thing going on here. There's a whole bunch that is happening, and
I'll post it so you can see it.
So either way, I found this thing, one of the people that I follow on YouTube, like a content creator, a video creator who's really a gear reviewer. He's really, really great. But he created this thing, which is essentially just a box. You open it up, everything is always set in there so that when we're traveling, we just have, it's like a little suitcase.
That'll be a dream.
And you just open it up, boom, it's right there. It's all set up. You plug that in. It's one thing.
I have a
you're
question
done.
though. Is it like he's telling you how to make it and you ordered all the parts, or he
Yes.
created a thing? Okay, so it's still a little DIY.
Oh, it's 100% DIY. It's
Okay.
it's extremely DIY.
To be fair, you're very good at DIY.
Thank you very much. I DIY very constantly.
Like this microphone rig you'll see it in that video.
Yeah, it's
very interesting.
It's pretty ridiculous. Either way, as long as you can hear us, that's all that really matters. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Yes, good morning. Okay, so we are wearing black with our black mugs.
We are.
Y'all, it's going to take a second for our winners to get the mugs. I love you. I didn't realize shipping internationally right now takes a minute. So they are on their way.
Yes.
They are coming.
Sorry about that. I thought she understood that. To be
just
fair,
thought maybe you'd have them this week, but
you'll have them soon. Which, no matter what, we're just so excited that you guys are here. Today's a really, like I was saying, today's a big day.
It is a big day.
Today's a big day for a couple of reasons.
Yeah.
One, we're going on a hike with the girls, which we are so excited about. And then I think I get to eat custard today.
Because we're having a This Is Us party. Check it out if you can on NBC tonight.
Yes.
Or,
I don't know what
record
time.
it. I don't know what time either. I think it's
I don't know.
maybe
I feel
8
like
p.m.
somebody does.
Someone probably knows what time it is. But I'm so excited.
Yeah,
I'm just
this
so
is gonna
proud
be
of
really.
you.
Thank you very much.
I
It's
love
gonna
you.
be really, really fun. I'll throw a post up in a little bit to remind everybody. I made a little thing.
Ooh.
It made me laugh.
What we didn't even talk about what you'd like for celebration dinner.
This is the thing. So I have so many things running through my head because obviously best celebration always is food that you make. But when we get in these modes sometimes, like I don't want you over there in the kitchen cooking and like doing that, and then we're running back and forth.
I get
it's like
that.
so much
maybe
pressure.
it's like a special takeout.
Yeah.
That's really sweet. Well, especially because I want to be like super focused.
Well,
on-
you always are like hyper focused.
Right.
Like my mom was like, well, y'all don't have cable? You just come over here and watch it. And I said, oh no. I said, I'm no fun to be around when I watch myself.
No, he's not.
And so she plies me.
No matter how
She plies me with
gorgeous we think
liquor
he is.
and food. And then I'm just like, great. Then I chill out.
My cutie.
Yeah.
I have some ideas then. I
Yeah.
have some ideas.
So it's going to be cool. If you guys have any ideas of what we should be eating, throw it down in the comments. What do you have for celebrate? Do you guys celebrate with food? Like that's like a big thing for us.
Oh yeah.
We're big
we
food.
do. Sometimes we just
foodie.
do celebration night just because we haven't had one in a while.
Yeah. If we've had like a long day, we're just like, it's
like
really,
celebration dinner.
but, and this is something that I love. We talked about this last night. Because we literally do Part of Love 24/7, even when we're not here with you guys recording it,
Fair.
which is why we started it. So last night we had leftovers. So she made, I don't know if you guys saw a couple of nights ago on
Last night
Instagram.
was so random.
She made nachos. And oh my God, they were incredible. They were the best
Thank
nachos I'd ever
you.
had.
They were
so
good.
good.
I can't-
Actually, I might want those.
You went
Hold on, it's a whole thing. So she made nachos, but she also made extra stuff for tacos and like enchiladas, and it was, oh my God, it was so good. And then last night we had leftovers of that, but like a few days ago we had pizza or made pizza, so we had leftover pizza. And then last night we were like, well, what are we gonna have? And I was like,
Do we make a
I don't
salad?
know.
You want some soup? What
So
do
we
do?
had just full on leftovers.
But it
And
felt like such a
and it was still such
celebration.
an incredible celebration. That's what we were talking about, was how great it feels to go, man, it's not about anything else. It's just so comfortable sometimes to just like celebrate like every night.
Yeah.
Feels like a celebration even when you're just having leftovers and bullshit.
Yeah.
It was great.
My advice is to go find love that feels like you're having a slumber party with your best friend every night. Well, because that's
Yes.
exactly what we're doing.
Yes.
But like,
We
I
do.
don't know. I had never had that before you.
Oh
you
God,
know?
no. I was working
And you
for
know,
the
I've
weekend.
definitely had people that I dated that I had a lot of fun with, that like, was
Like-
friends with, but like the chemistry, the romantic
Yeah,
chemistry wasn't
no.
there, So to be like very attracted to you, and also
Whoa.
like
Honey,
you're my
not in
best
front of
friend.
the part of lovers. Sorry.
I just love. What did we say last night? I was like, I just love 8 o'clock every night, and you're
Yes.
like, I love 6 o'clock every night.
Well, especially, I love when it starts to get dark, because when it starts
Yeah.
to get dark, that's when we start to kind of taper off on work.
It's like we get permission to
Yeah.
begin the night.
Which was kind of hard when we were up in the Northeast, because it got dark at 4:30. So at
Oh,
4
yeah.
o'clock, we would have to take the girls on a walk and come back, and we were like, we should keep working.
We were
should."
like, keep going.
Yeah, we're very kind of cyclical with the sun sun goes down. We're like, I can't do it anymore. But yeah, so I just finished the edit for Thursday's episode. Tomorrow we are recording Friday's episode of The Refinery, which we will get to in a little bit. But first things first, before we get to that, let's go to the comments. I just saw the word popcorn, and I just want to say last night I made the biggest bowl. I'm gonna have to take a picture with this bowl.
Of what he does.
I'm gonna do I'll do a video. I'll do a YouTube tutorial on how to make the proper bowl of snacks.
Well, not to get entirely off topic because we're just chit-chatting a lot today. Right.
It's coffee and tea. We're just hanging.
So I think we talked about the popcorn bowl Colt makes, though. He loves popcorn and crackers and
So there's
munchies.
2 bags of popcorn, and then there's Cheez-Its and saltines, and then maybe another bag of popcorn, depending on if I'm going to watch a movie.
And he buries them all kind of in there. So at night, I do...
this is a new thing, by the way.
Yeah, this is a new
I started doing this like a month ago, and I'm obsessed.
He's always loved Cheez-Its and things like that, but now he's in the mixing phase.
Yes.
Which is very fun. Very fun. So...
Which is very fun. Very fun.
Never know what you're going to get. But at night, I do... so Missy, I have to do her PT at night, which involves like a lot of different things. I kind of want to make a video about it soon, but it's really sweet. If you have older pups, like look up PT exercises for them. It's really cool to do with treats and stuff. But I make Missy and Maya a snuffle mat, it's called, which is basically, I could pull it out for you in a second, but it's basically this mat that you hide treats in.
And they have to actively work.
So you basically put all of the treats like in these little holes and pockets.
All over.
And because I'm like a super freak about like nutrition with the girls. Clearly not for us because we're over here eating Taco Bell. But I stuff it with like cauliflower and broccoli and like things they like.
That's what they like.
Yeah. So every night they do their snuffle mat and their exercises. And last night you're like, I made us a snuffle popcorn bowl.
Snuffle bowl.
A snuffle bowl this year. I died. I don't know why that was so funny.
Because while she was in there doing all of the PT for Missy, I was out here with Maya. Maya was doing her snuffle mat, and I was stretching and watching. I think I was watching a review of that thing, the box that I was talking about making, and eating the popcorn and being like taking notes. It was hilarious. I got my brain working.
I got poo-poos.
All right, let's go to
let's go to the comments.
Let's go to the comments. Jeez, y'all are popping off today. I love this. Okay, can I just say before we get into the comments, one of my absolute favorite things about the community, about the Part of Lovers, I'm just calling y'all Part of Lovers because I think it's
cool,
funny.
Right? That's
let me
what
know
we should
if you
have
have
on the church,
if you have
Part of Lover.
Yeah, if you have
People
better
will be like,
a better
what?
name, let us know. Yeah, so it's not like we're a huge swinging group, just the Part of Lovers.
Right.
But I love, and I just want to say thank you for embracing each other. Everybody jumps on here, and in the comments, you don't suddenly talk. Nobody talks to us. You're like, hi, and then you all go through and say hi to each other, and it's really the coolest thing in the world, and we absolutely love that. That's the point of this. So,
absolutely.
Hi, everybody. Hey, Usual Posse. Hey, Vicky. Hey, Nice Glasses, Colt. Thank you so much. Fachette, good sound.
Hey, Mel.
Mel, hey.
How you doing?
Colt and Edge, I swear I'm not a stalker. I've been working from home for 1.5 years, and it's nice to see live people. Oh,
hey, we feel you.
We love it.
We
love that you're here. It would suck if you weren't here. If you were like, nah.
No, it's amazing.
Great
the
pick.
More the merrier.
What pick? Was there a pick? Did we show picks?
I don't know.
I'm in. Garrett Brandt, troubleshooting. Is it plugged in? Is it on? Switch it on and off. If that fails, cry. 100% agree.
I mean, that's how I go about anything. And I'm like, babe, fix it.
Yeah, she skips straight to cry. Now, this is the thing. When it comes to electronics, she does that. When it comes to, and I've told this story a lot on The Refinery, like, I came home from tour. I was, I think it was in the European leg of the Pink Tour. And I come home to this apartment that Angelina got only for that. So it was really your apartment. I didn't ever live there. And I come back to her apartment and there's a door that wasn't there before. Like there was a bedroom, and then there was a walk-in closet in another space. And she had said, I sure wish there was a door there. And then I left and I came back and there was a door. So she's not worried or like scared
No, I'm
to
not
put in
helpless.
work. But when it comes to electronics,
My brain.
have you ever seen
explodes.
Zoolander? Like she's like the two of them with the computer at the end where they're like, it's in the computer, the files are in the computer, and they're like,
Literally.
and she will literally hit stuff like it's a Nintendo, to try and get it to fix
I
itself,
don't
which
know
I've asked her to
why.
stop doing.
I'm more like a physical, like hands. I need to be able to see it and touch it and like easy. Like anything that is like, I don't know, electronics, they freak me out.
Yeah. Oh, well, I don't know if I've told you this story. When she got her new phone, the iPhone XR, when it was new, I was like,
yeah.
hey, it's, that's great. Like, we should upgrade you to that one. She gets it. And a couple of days, not even a couple of days into it, the next day, she goes, can I have your phone? And I was like, mine's a 7. And she goes, I don't like it. And I said, what don't you like about the new phone? It's like a great phone. She goes, keeps trying to look at my face. I don't like it. It's fucking weird. I just want yours. Yours has the finger button, right? I said, yes, mine has the finger button. This one doesn't even have a button. I don't like it. And so now I have the iPhone XR, and Angelina has my iPhone 7.
Is that
a
old?
5-year-old phone.
Well, you're going to have to ask Apple to build me one with a button because I don't know.
To be fair, I think they actually heard the cries of people like you, and they've moved back. Like it's. I think the new one, if anybody knows about this, I think the new one's going to be shaped essentially like one of the originals. Like
Really?
Like it's squared off again. It's the whole thing. They stopped with the rounded, and I think it has a button.
Oh, well, thank God.
Yeah, thank God.
'Cause
They're just reselling Apple iPhone 4s.
It's so confusing. Like, it's like you get used to one thing and then they just change it up on you.
Oh,
It's
yeah. No,
so
we're going to do
crazy.
great at getting old in a current technologically advanced society.
Right.
Love that you guys are matching today. Well, thank you,
Thank
T.
you.
Excellent timing because I just finished uni. Sorry I couldn't make games night. It was busy at work and uni the next day. Midnight in the UK. Ice cream can nearly gave me a heart attack. Wow.
Wow.
Well, don't worry about missing game night. We're so happy that you're here. And
All that matters is you show up this week at game night.
yes,
No
because this
pressure.
week, just in case anybody wasn't at game night, and I think a few of you weren't able to make it, but just so you know, we announced that this Sunday we are officially going live with partoflove.com, and we're doing a launch party on Sunday at game night. We're also going to be live on Instagram. It's going to be a whole thing. We're going to mess up so much technology.
Oh, God.
Get ready.
It's going to be awesome, though. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
And we're going to do some giveaways. I just decided that.
Just now. Look at that.
I got to come up with some good questions. Maybe we'll play like games. I'll figure out like a game we can play like together.
Fachette, hey, I am the only vampire here.
Totally. I really would like to go to Transylvania.
I can't
Like,
wait. We're going to have to.
Would love
Will
to.
you be our tour guide when we come to Transylvania?
Oh, that would be
Fachette?
so cool.
Now, this is slightly off topic, but also on the topic of weird shit that I do. But
I don't know what you're about to say.
No, because you were making fun of me for watching the
Okay.
cartoons and the things and the Japanimation,
Oh.
like, and all the anime, which I
Love.
I'm into it, certain ones. But Castlevania is a game that I used to play, obviously religiously when I was like literally a kid. It was the first game that I beat.
Really?
Yeah, I was at daycare and none of the kids could beat it. None of the kids could beat the last level. And I was watching it and I was like, you guys are dumb. Like, you're not playing right. And I literally took the remote and I
So
beat it.
competitive.
Oh, very, very competitive. And I beat it. And then 15 years later, 20 years later, when the new version of Castlevania came out, you and I were dating at this point, and I was still super into games. And I was like, oh my God, and I got it, and I played it. And I think there was a second one that came out, and I played that. And then now they have a TV show of it. Now, the whole point of all of this is that Fachette, I watch that show at night sometimes. Like if I wake up in the middle of the night, I'm like, fuck it, I'll watch Castlevania. And I always think of you. I'm always like, Fachette would probably
She'd
appreciate
appreciate
this.
So it takes place in Transylvania?
It doesn't
Oh, you just think
at
of,
all. I just think of, obviously,
that's
connections.
love. That's love.
So
Great.
there. Just Care Bear, after lockdown, I make Twilight vampires look tanned.
Same, babe.
Care Bear, you're on a fucking roll today.
I know.
I like that.
I love it. Same though. I gotta spray myself down.
Oh,
this,
yeah.
This tan is
I
not
hose
real.
this one down with
And
spray tan.
It still isn't very tan looking, but I just don't want to like white out the screen.
I'm lucky that I've started running outside, and because running on a treadmill is hell. Like for all of us should get hamster. If you have a hamster, get it a ball. Don't make it run on a wheel for exercise. That is craziness. If anybody likes running on the treadmill, let me know in the comments below. I think it's crazy. I'm just saying. Mom, your comments today are very confusing. Oh, 9
yeah.
o'clock, 9 p.m.
9 p.m. So 9 p.m.
9 p.m.
EST
Eastern.
for this
Standard
is
Time.
us. Not sure. Yeah. Everyone else's time.
Hike sounds like fun. Courtney, still haven't gotten mine. Hopefully it will come before I go on holiday. Not sure when you're going on holiday, but yes, hopefully it does come before then. Just depends on how customs deals with these things. It's craziness. Oh, thanks, T.
Thanks, Mel.
Oh, Ange. Yeah. No, that's cool. I thought maybe you were talking about my eyebrows.
Keeping my hair lush. Honestly, watch my hair tutorial. You might be disappointed. Actually, Jenna and Leonette.
Did they watch it?
They watched it, but Jenna, these two women
That we're
that we're working with,
collaborating with on a project.
yeah, and I was on their podcast, Leonette's podcast, Virago. I'll put all the info once it's up. But either way, one of them owns like a fabulous salon that she just sold here sold in Atlanta, and she was like, I love you and your hair is amazing. I can't, like, as a salon owner, like,
I can't in good
embrace
conscience.
the head and shoulders. I was like, but that's what I like. And sometimes if it smells good, like I shouldn't say I'm
the
using
ones
head
you
and
have
shoulders.
now just smell
Yeah, this one I've been using now, Kristen S. You can get it at Target. It's about $10, and I really like it. It's a little more expensive than I usually go.
It really does smell good,
But it smells really good. And the color of the bottle is actually what drew me to it. It's
like a nudie.
like a nudie pink. It's like very feminine.
It smells really good.
It smells good.
I don't wash my hair often, but when I do, I use that. I use whatever's in there.
We're simple.
Or soap. Gerbrand, becoming winter here, hiking in the cold is so much harder. Yes, it is. Although hiking in extreme, because even when you're in extreme heat, you've usually got like the shade from the trees. And in the winter, it gets kind of gnarly.
Gerbrand, are you in Australia? It's becoming winter here.
I
think
know.
that must be on that side of the world. Cool though. 8 p.m. on NBC.
my time.
Cool.
Felicia, way too hot here. 26 Celsius yesterday.
What does that mean in Fahrenheit?
Too hot. Well, it just means it's too hot. We'll just skip on.
Okay.
Chat. Gerbrand in Romania, the weather is getting colder as well. Celebration. All right, celebration. Now we're into the food celebration stuff.
Ooh.
Celebration means food and family for me. 100% agree. But that's the thing is, that's what we have every night. We have the two of us and our pups, and it's
the best.
It's just the best, y'all. There is nothing like you said, like 8 o'clock. Let's say 8 o'clock as a relative.
Okay.
There's nothing like when you realize, okay, I have done all of the work that I can do for today and be useful, but also I have to put time in with my family. I want to put time in with my family. And you get so excited to be like, did I work hard enough to stop? I sure fucking did. And then
when
the bar cart
like,
comes out.
Yeah.
Party
time.
And usually I start making up drinks while you're, showering or doing, exercises with Missy. If we're doing the swimming. Fichet, yes, we celebrate with food, authentic Romanian food, of course. All hand-grown, handmade, hand done. We talked about you on game night?
Talking about you on game night. Mm-hmm. We were like, I was very proud of our drinks. I said it was like, a spring floral garden. And we were like, well, if Chet was here, she'd be like, I didn't buy the violet liqueur. I grew it in my garden,
right.
and then I
I distilled it. I pressed it. I waited 6 years.
right.
Aged it.
And now I'm drinking it with you. Courtney, that's my kind of gal.
Celebrate with pizza, Chinese, and because my boyfriend is veg, you make veggie options from scratch. Very cool.
Cool.
Nice.
I love a good pizza celebration night sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
And a Chinese food celebration. I mean,
Yeah, you know what the problem with Chinese food celebration has
What?
been? That you made Chinese food, and now I can't eat it anywhere else.
oh, we can't get the takeout one.
Because it's
does
so
take a long
oily and gross.
Yeah.
But what you make is, oh, that's what I want.
Do you want that?
No, because we didn't make the rice.
I have a little in the freezer that I keep for emergency fried rice. So
Okay,
I
maybe.
didn't realize this, but if you guys are, we love fried rice, but I love when my
Yes.
fried rice is super crispy.
Yes.
Not super crispy, but like more crispy than when you get it at takeout,
Yeah.
or a restaurant. And so the key to it is to make the rice days before. But if you don't have time to do that or you didn't plan ahead, make it and then pop it in the freezer. And when it thaws, I don't know why this works, but it makes for the best fried rice.
Yeah, we've got to talk to Alton Brown about it. He'll know.
Right. I feel like David Lum or Kelly would have a good explanation of
Yeah, that's very
why
true.
that works because they are professionals. But
Gerbrand, leg of lamb, veg, potatoes, or samp, my favorite
Ooh.
celebration food. Did we talk previously about what samp is?
yeah, what is?
What is samp? Samp? I may be pronouncing it wrong.
I'm gonna look it up.
I celebrate with pizza and sometimes popcorn.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
Kimmy, we call leftover night grand buffet. Everything goes on the table. That's what it
Yeah.
was last night, and it was so
It's so
good.
fun.
I mean, I had leftover Mexican beans, kind of almost. It was almost like a 7-layer bean dip, and then pizza, and obviously all the popcorn and stuff. And then what
Yeah.
else did we have? Oh, soup. I think
Yeah,
I had clam
leftover soup.
chowder, which
I don't
was
know.
was a
Leftover
very
leftovers.
strange night. It was.
I don't, that's the one thing, it's one of my largest pet peeves is wasting food. I
Oh,
feel so
yeah.
bad. I don't let anything go to waste. Even if it's a little bit, I'm like, no, don't throw it away. I'll
Yeah.
eat it for lunch. That's
She
my
will.
thing.
She.
I
And
really
she
do.
will.
Because we're lucky. We're lucky.
Yes, we're lucky
To
enough
eat well.
to have that. Gerbrand, love leg of lamb.
I used to love leg
We
of
used to
lamb.
absolutely love that. I mean, obviously, so I grew up, that was my mom who said that. I grew up in the Greek Orthodox Church, and obviously, lamb is a huge part of the Greek tradition,
Yeah.
Greek Orthodox tradition. The big Greek festival every year, they would literally dig a pit in front of the church and fully just roast a lamb. It was
Beautiful.
really beautiful. Yeah, it was the best. I got to work at the Eurocart a couple of times.
Cutie.
That's where it's at.
Do you guys? I don't know if this is
Mispronounce Euro?
a
Sorry.
You did? No,
No.
you didn't. Oh.
I'm just saying, if you do, don't talk to me.
Anyway, cutie.
No, what were you saying?
I lost my train.
Lost the train?
I lost the train.
I think it was more like a boat. Kelly Goff. It's finally a gorgeous sunny day in Toronto, so my roommate and I are going to the park for Mimosas
Yes.
picnic to celebrate the end of us being roommates for 6 years.
Wait, Kel, are you moving? Is everyone moving out of the apartment, or are you getting new roommates? P.S. How's the guy? Spill the
yeah.
tea, or
Huh?
don't if it's private.
Huh? Responses. Felicia, hey Kelly, I'm in Brampton. It was nuts hot yesterday.
Oh yeah, you guys are both in Toronto area.
Lamb shanks just as nice. Mel, for me, it's not about food. It's about company. As long as you're with the right people, it's a celebration in itself. Agreed.
True.
However, here's a little secret. If you can be with the right people and have food, I recommend it.
Cha cha.
Cha-cha. Hop. Enjoy the day with your friend Kelly. Bring tissues. Smart. Studies for me tonight with YouTube in the background. Love that. Courtney, same. Courtney, pizza and Chinese. Oh, I think that was from earlier. When I want a mix of my popcorn, I'll throw in pepperoni and diced chunk cheeses.
Huh.
So you're making pizza popcorn.
Pizza popcorn.
Pizza popcorn instead of it's a popcorn. Okay.
Hey, whatever floats your boat.
I love
you know,
it. I love it.
Great.
My friend does popcorn whispers and Smarties and calls it movie popcorn. Bothers me a lot.
Oh my gosh.
Commenter of the day goes to Gerbrand.
Yeah, you're
you know
killing
what?
it today.
That's gonna be a new thing. We're having a commenter of the day because that. Holy shit! That is so good.
That is good. You're funny.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know what whispers are, but I think, and Smarties, but I know that sometimes people put.
The Smarties, though, throws me because it's like a tart sweet. Some people do the chocolate, which I get the chocolate.
I don't. I do not get. It's messy. So messy.
What's really messy is I had a girlfriend, and whenever we would go to the movie, she'd do it at the movie though. Like at home, at least you get like a bigger bowl and you get to mix it. But she would just directly into the movie theater bag, and there wasn't a lot of room to mix, so it really would melt and get mushy. So then you're in the seats at the movie theater, and you're like, it is gooey, and then you're like rubbing. It's just bad.
Well, this is also where we go in different directions because you just said movie theater bag, and I would never have guessed that word because I only eat tubs.
Oh my God.
Like, I'm such an asshole American, just like. I will
He
go to a
really
movie
does.
by myself and get a tub of popcorn. And that is not good. I don't recommend it unless...
He loves a tub of movie theater popcorn.
I just love the experience of being at the movies. I do love
Yeah.
the popcorn. Ricky Gervais and I differ on this topic. It's one of very few, but he doesn't think that there should be any snacks allowed in movie theaters. He's like, I don't go to the movie theaters to listen to you chomping and opening candy. And I get that.
I get that for certain movies, actually.
But for Fast and the Furious, like, eat what the fuck
Eat
you
what
want.
you want.
Bring
Yeah.
a buffet.
And fun movies, like silly movies. Come on, you want to like.
You want to just like chill.
There are certainly movies though that
Yeah,
you're like,
don't
I
go
can't
see the
even
Phantom
eat.
Thread and like
Yeah.
worry
Yeah.
about.
Loved the Bride Life podcast. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, T. That was very
I
sweet.
posted a couple times about the podcast today, but it's in the link in our bio on @cult.and.ange.
Maybe I'll talk to her and see if we can get it also up on our channel, so that people, if you can't find it, then people can
Maybe
chat.
we'll post the full video. Yeah, because
we can
there's
post
video.
the full video.
Yeah, that'd be
We'll
cool.
see. I like Part of Lovers. Been thinking of a name for the community for a while now. Well, that one. Feel
Part
free.
of Lovers.
See if-
People
if
will
you dig
stop
it.
you though and be like, "What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Do we think
But
that's
hey,
a good
that's
idea?
a good thing.
Part of Lovers, or I think it's Part of Lover. Because you are one part of Lover. Singly.
Yeah. I like this. Keep going.
I'm just thinking like.
We'll
think on it.
do a vote on Instagram and see if or we could do it here because you guys are the only ones who will vote out of the 4,000 people that are following.
I know, right? Right.
really
you guys, we gotta
y'all
get
that'll
more
follow.
people on these lives, like to build this community, because I think people are shy. I think
Oh,
they're shy
yeah,
to,
of
which I would be
course.
shy too. Like I've never been a part of a community like this,
No,
but we started it.
me either. Oh my God, I know. I'm so happy. Warm weather and sunshine brings me back to life.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Hell
Everyone,
yeah.
how is the 7 not running at snail pace yet?
Oh, my phone.
Oh, thank you.
It is kicking.
I
it's
mean, I'm not
kicking.
gonna lie. I don't know how it
It
hasn't
runs
broken
really
down.
well.
I'm sorry. I have something in my eye. I'm not just like constant. I don't have like a tick where I suddenly.
You don't have a tear,
No.
right? Okay.
Yeah, no. You love the Part of Lovers. All right, people are digging it. The new
Nice.
iPhone 12 is purple. Yay!
Really? Oh, it comes in purple.
It comes in so many
That's
colors. Are you
cool.
gonna get it, Mom? Is anybody gonna get the new iPhone 12 in it? Do we have any Android users here or anything else? Throw it down in the comments.
Ooh.
And let me know. Hold on. Who has the oldest phone here, and who has the newest phone here? That's what I'm
Probably
interested in. You're definitely. Does anybody have older than a 7? Like, does anybody have a flip phone? Or
I had a flip phone when we met.
when we met, and we did meet a long time ago, but it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
She had the first Motorola Razr, and it was purple.
I didn't know how to like use an iPhone. It freaked me out. And I used to see like my fancy friends with like Blackberries.
Blackberries. I remember I had a Blackberry for a while.
You did.
I did.
There were so many buttons. I was like,
And they were
no,
fucking
thank
huge.
you.
It was so big.
I could text like a fiend. Remember that when on the
T7.
flip phones, the T7? Yeah, I'd be like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Like you would memorize
I
like
know.
how it.
Oh my God, I totally forgot about that. Wow.
Yeah.
Fitchette, yes,
late
I
bloomer.
would be your tour guide.
Yeah.
Remember Skeletor's Castle? Of course I do. Castle Grayskull. My son is big into the anime. Just bought him books, and they're freaking backwards, of course, because anime. Castlevania, loved that game. Thank you. See?
I have no idea. I played
South
Mario.
Africa. That makes
Oh,
a lot of sense.
a lot of sense.
The only other Gerbrandt that I know is from South Africa. That's funny.
You know another Gerbrandt?
Henny's son, our neighbor's son.
Oh.
I believe his name was Gerbrandt. Absolutely love the daily celebration thing.
I would
100%.
love to go there. My God. South
Yes.
Africa?
Can't wait.
We'll hit you up.
Seriously. Felicia, 26, almost 80 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh.
See, I can do kilos to pounds, but I haven't figured out the.
Didn't really pay attention to that part in school.
Yeah. 26, 80 degrees Fahrenheit.
I love an 80. I
You
love
do.
80 degrees.
Yeah,
That's when I thrive.
You like that. 75 and sunny, I'm good with.
Right.
You're
I
like
love an
80
80.
and up.
Yeah.
Well, also because we lived in Las Vegas for a while, and there was no humidity, so you could walk out and it could be 105 degrees, and you were like, it's hot, okay.
Yeah.
And it was kind
You're
of
like, "It's
just
a
like
beautiful day."
fine.
Yeah.
But here in Georgia, like if it's 80 degrees, you're like, or 85 degrees, you're like, oh God.
Right.
Like you walk
The
outside and it's
humidity
just like you
sticks.
walk into a
Sticks.
wall of water.
Right.
Wait. Just you wait, Henry Higgins. Saw Heart yesterday. I was so tired on Sunday. I fell asleep. You're so sweet.
Aw.
Andrew's Chinese food is fabulous.
Thank
It is
you.
incredible.
Thank you.
Um,
Sam is an African food consisting of dried corn kernels that have been pounded and chopped until broken, but not as finely ground as meal. So then how do you prepare it? Oh, is it kind of like grits maybe?
that sounds awesome already.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm a big fan of corn. I am. Pop it, just regular on the cob. I'm into
Oh, I
corn.
love a grilled cob.
T-Bone, putting time in for my family this weekend to visit them, but I do consider part of Love Community as my second family. That's so sweet. Whispers is like Maltesers. Well, then sign me the fuck up. Just don't put them in popcorn. You crazy person. Not you, your friend. I can never eat. For some reason, I was still thinking about the Chinese food comment a second ago, and I thought, Fachette, that you were saying, I can never eat Chinese in a theater. I was like, I don't. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I can never eat in a cinema theater. See, it really depends on the movie. Like
Depends on
Ready
the movie.
Player One. I went and saw Ready Player One at Grauman's Chinese Theater out in LA. You gotta have something.
Right.
You gotta. No, I went to see It. That was a time where I ate through the previews and then I set the popcorn down and was like,
Oh my God.
oh my God. Also, I had partaken in some drinks. So that was hilarious. How the hell do you guys stay so fit with all those grains? Very sweet.
Wow.
A lot of running. lot of running. For me. Mateus Almeida de Araujo. Man, I'm so sorry. I just butchered that.
Welcome, first off.
First off, we have a new person, everybody. I'm sure you've already welcomed him. We have not gone through all these comments, but hello, Mateus. Let us know. Welcome. Oh my God,
Welcome.
this is so
great.
awesome.
I love that you're throwing a comment in.
Real,
A
here
real
we
part
go.
of love.
Yeah.
This is a little deep, but let's
We're
go there.
gonna dive into it. Everybody, grab your drinks and
Yeah.
let's saddle up.
Saddle up. All right. So he asks, does depression make someone lose interest in you? The person I was dating is depressed. Will the interest come back after the depressive episode? A lot of things to break down there. And I think maybe this is a larger than we have for today.
Well, I mean, but
let's go the best we
is
can
that if
into
everybody's
it.
in, throw a thumbs up if you're in, because we're in.
I mean, I think, including myself, there's a few of us here that have suffered from depression and anxiety and a mix of both. And I promise you, it is not an episode. It doesn't just come on quickly and leave quickly and something that just passes. It is the result of some sort of internal trauma, right? And that's perfectly, there's nothing to be ashamed of there, but it is something that has to be worked through, right? And it has to be addressed. So there's a couple questions. The depression may have nothing to do with you. Most likely it probably doesn't. But all you can do is be there for that person and support them through this. And they have to do the work, so there's a lot of work involved in this. And I think the losing interest in you may just be that they have to focus on themselves.
Yes.
So
as somebody on the outside of, that situation where I have been kind of in your position, it may feel like that. It may feel like the depression is causing that. And what it is exactly what she just said. They don't necessarily have the space to deal with what they need to deal with to get past that emotionally, and also to fulfill your emotional needs, right? And so in those times, and that can be really hard, but no, like that, just know that it's okay, that if you really love this person, or if you really care about this person, you're willing to take a step back and go, you know what? I can't worry so much about me right now. If I love you, I have to care about you. And what do we always talk about? What is love? What is love actually? It's action over time. So take that action by loving them enough to step back and go, okay, I'm here for whatever you need, but I don't need your energy.
Exactly. I'm not going to add to your plate.
Yeah.
I can be of service to you. I can give you space. But again, love is action over time, and showing that you are there for just support and to love them well, however they need. That's, I think, the best you can do.
Yeah, and I think there's also a really important thing that you said. You said, this is something that they need to go through. This is something that's a really big part of our foundations course that's going to be available on the website. Get ready. But they have to do that work themselves. You can't do that work for them. They have to do that work. Just like if you have an issue, especially from trauma in your past, nobody else can fix that for you. They can help you through it, but you have to do the work. They have to do that work. And they can't necessarily make space to do that work, which circles back to this whole thing we're talking about. They can't make space to do that work if they have to deal with a future with you right now. That may not be the main focus. So together, depending on how long you've been together, you have to decide how to go through this and how much of your energy, because even when you have gone through certain things, I've just had to be there for you and just coast. And at some points within that, you've even been like, hey, I love you. All I can give you is that I love you. And then I have to step back.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
And honestly, I mean, that kind of concept is sort of something to know and adopt in any relationship.
Yes.
Depression or not, life will come at you sometimes, and it's going to hand you a lot more than you think you're capable of. And so knowing that the relationship sometimes shifts, like the weight of it shifts, sometimes if you're working on a crazy project or something and you're like, I don't have any more emotional availability to give you right now.
Yeah.
So I love you and know that this has nothing to do with you. Yeah. But it's that communication, just letting that other person know, I love you. I can't, this is all I can handle right now. Yeah. And being comfortable with that and trusting that.
Finding that balance is really important. So hopefully that answers your question.
And welcome.
We go to the theater, buy popcorn. So we're not, and that was such a great deep dive. We're gonna
go back to the popcorn.
And then we may dive back into it as there's more comments. We have snacks in theaters these days. I hate it. Movies okay, but I like. Theater is very different than.
Yes.
Do not bring snacks into a live show.
Yeah. No.
Do not bring snacks into a live show. I'm not a fan of that.
I hate that they've started even selling a little bit of candy on Broadway.
It's so
they started doing cocktails, which I kind of am a big fan of, but
Yeah.
But the candy and the chomping, I hate that in a live
So
theater.
here's the difference between a movie theater and a theatrical show, like a Broadway show. One's got live performers. The other one's a movie that is blasted extremely loud. We can all hear what's going on, even if somebody's chewing on something. It's less offensive than it's not going to change the course of the movie.
There
think
is
that's
nothing
the
worse
thing.
though than when you're looking out into the audience and someone is just into their food and I'm like, I am performing for you and I'm giving you my personal energy and it used to be like,
There's
getting
a
it
reciprocal
back.
energy there.
Yes.
And yeah, and I don't feel that way about the movie theater, especially, and I stick to things like this, like the big blockbuster tentpole things. I just think sometimes there's like, I could give two shits what somebody does in a Fast and the Furious movie because it's all ridiculousness and hilarious anyway. Now, with that said, even in those movies, and you and I have talked about this even when we're at home watching some, cartoony
Right.
movie, be self-aware. What is the one thing we talk about most here at Part of Love? Self-awareness, right? If there's like a really quiet moment, just because you're bored, somebody else may be paying attention to that part of the experience. Like there are times when when you can open up your candy no matter where you are during the loudest part of the movie. But in the quiet parts, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. I'm with you there, Cara Bryant. And yes, we should also get dressed up. Get dressed up if you're going to the theater.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Look nice. Not to the movie theater. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
The theater, like let's
Show some respect to
show
it.
some respect
Yeah,
to the
celebrate
art
it.
form and all of that. Samsung for life. Mom, no, I like my iPhone XR. The chat Android users have the Samsung A51. Nice. Samsung. We got a lot of Samsungs on
Samsung.
here. Okay.
Maybe Apple isn't as popular outside of the States. I don't know.
Finally, I was forced to give up my BlackBerry real keyboards. I swiped the weirdest words, went to Samsung. Replaced yearly on my contract, so I replaced yearly. There you go. Smart. Samsung, but I have an iPad. So you're outside of the ecosystem, but you're in the ecosystem. T,
Oh, both
you
sides.
rebel. Holiday 7th of June and Samsung A10. Gotcha. Welcome. Everybody's saying welcome to Mateus. They might also be on antidepressants, which causes loss of interest in mood. Exactly. Okay, so we're diving back in. Here we go. Told me she doesn't feel like talking to anyone. We agree to be friends since she can't invest in me, but I really like her and she's not her depression. For Matthew. Okay. Matthew. Gotcha.
Maddie.
Matt. All right, Matthew. Okay, so I think that I mean, honestly, it seems like you guys already dealt with it. And I think acknowledging that, yes, it can cause a loss of interest in a number of things, but that because you care about her, if you really like her, like you say, you really like her, and you're right, she's not her depression, but that is a part of her life right now and of her story. So she has to figure out how to deal with that, and you can just be there and support her as a good friend, like you're saying. And then if things blossom, cool, and if not, then it wasn't meant to be in the first place, which is hard to hear, but it is very true. Because otherwise, yeah, it's a part of love. Oh, nice. I should have shut up. That was great. Spell corrected. For me, because I suffer from misophonia, that is why I can't stand eating in cinema theater. I hate those sounds. Not everybody eats nice.
Misophonia.
Exactly. You just gotta be polite. Not nice. Kind, right?
Disorder of decreased tolerance to specific sounds associated with stimuli. I feel like I kind of have that a little bit too.
I don't know. I feel like if she may have it.
Oh, she might.
Like otherwise,
Like
I think
actually
you
have it.
just get annoyed with people.
Yeah.
You just don't like people a whole lot. I think that is the end of the comments. You
Yes.
guys. Okay, we didn't even get to talk about last week's episodes, which is what this was actually supposed to be about.
Do you want to save it? Do you want to go?
I don't know, because we're going to need next week. We're going to be talking about.
Well, let's touch on it really quickly.
Let's just touch on it real quick. If you didn't catch the episodes this week, this is what they're about.
We did an episode on how to save your relationship, but let's quickly recap that because I think it's important.
Okay.
First off, the number one question with that is it worth saving your relationship? It's kind of like going long distance, right? They're both very similar videos,
Yeah.
I feel, but like if it's going to take a lot of work, right?
Yeah.
Is it worth that time and energy? Do you
really want that? It's okay if you don't.
It's not always worth it. But if you decide you would like to, then you start with the acknowledgement, which is a 2-part. You have to acknowledge it to yourself first. What is wrong, right? And then second, you got to acknowledge it together.
You should probably share that with them once you've acknowledged it to yourself.
Yeah.
Don't just be like, I did the work. I'm fucking nailing this.
But then when you acknowledge it together, we talked a lot about this in the episode, take your frickin' ego out of it, right? Go into it gently, and be honest. Don't be nice, be kind, and be fully honest, but say it with love, right? Because that, again, the ego, you don't want to go in there. What did you say? Like a fuck you session.
Oh, yeah. Where you just have a sign and you're like, number 1, fuck you. Number 2, you suck.
Right.
And, okay, cool. It was just those 2 things.
So,
now let's have a conversation about how to make this fucking thing work. Like, no, thank you.
Don't do that. And prep each other. If you're the one bringing it up in the relationship, be like, hey, can I speak to you ego-free, honestly? I just really need to talk to you about these things. Where are you at? How are you feeling about it? You know, chances are they're also feeling it. So you have to acknowledge it together. And then 3, you have to both decide that you're in it to win it and you're going to do the work.
Yeah, together.
Both
of you.
Not one person. It's a 2-parter. A 2-player game.
I really like. See, she's great at electronics. I don't know what we're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the work is just communicate, and fix, and align, and watch the episode.
It's really lining this up. Yeah. So check out the episode. It'll clear it up now. The refinery this week
Ooh.
it got so like kind of intense that we had to split it into 2 sessions because we didn't have enough time. So this week's refinery is going to be part 2. So make sure that if you watch the refinery, you catch last week's episode, watch that through, watch it on 1.25 speed or something if you don't have that much time, and then get ready because this week I'm pretty sure we're diving headfirst into what does it mean to be. Now, because of the people in the conversation, we say, what does it mean to be a man? But treat it as if, what does it mean to be the person you want to see in the world? Right? Now, because it's men's talks, we're talking about what does it mean to be the man you want to see in the world? And this is a 3-part thing, which is why it's taking so long. What does it mean to be the person you want to see in the world? Where do you come up short? And then how are you working on fixing that? So that's what the refinery has been about. And it has been fucking intense. It's brought up some really, really great stuff, some really necessary stuff, and also some fairly controversial stuff, which...
Yeah, I think this, what I was going to say, yeah, you guys, I mean, you kind of have some disagreements.
Yeah.
During this.
Yeah.
This topic.
I think we'll have more this week, which I'm really excited about.
I'm going to sit in live for this one.
Oh my God, please don't.
Sometimes I'm doing errands. I'm not going to be there present, but I'm going to listen live.
Oh, okay.
It's exciting.
You're so adorable. All right, let's go to the comments one last time before we head out. Any thoughts on a P.O. box, guys? You know what? We should.
We should get one.
We should absolutely do that. Would you guys be up for that? Or, well, Mel, we have one part of Lover that's up for it. If you guys want us to have a P.O. box for stuff, fan mail. Also, I realized that on these lives, we can do, I guess there's something called super chats, and like there's all sorts of ways that we can... Like, once we have the website up, we can kind of discuss more. But, yeah, we'll look into doing a P.O. box.
One technical thing at a time.
Yeah, so that if people don't want to just slide into the DMs, then bada boom. Be
Current.
gentle and slide into the DMs.
You're ridiculous.
We're right here, buddy. We're right here. I see you. My tutor, Dan, is now veg, but he can't give up his Sunday roast. Can someone explain this to me, please? See, fully veg or part veg. I say don't focus on distinctions and definitions.
Yeah.
It
It doesn't got to be black and white. It can live in the gray area, baby.
It's all good. He likes to be mostly veg, which I totally understand. Philly cheesesteaks. Veggie Philly cheesesteaks. That would be good tonight.
Okay.
I'm just throwing out. I've only thrown out 6 things since we got on here. Communication is always key. Yes. All right, get right. Relationship had ups and downs for me, was worth the work. Always say there are times I hate my partner, but it is 1% of the time. The other 99% makes it well worth it.
He's honest. I like that.
I mean, hey, honesty is key. You guys, thank you so much for being here. I am going to try and do this as smoothly as possible with a quick little fade out. Thank you.
Thank
Cheers.
you. Oh, and come to Gabe night. Come to Game Night. It's going to be
Game Night
exciting.
on Sunday. It's
if you
gonna be
can.
big.
No
It's gonna be
pressure.
crazy.
It's going to be big. All right. I love you guys.
Love y'all.